everyone, welcome to my channel, to Rediscovering Minds. Here we are going to be discussing, who we are. So I'll be introducing Amirah as well, that's currently on the video chat with me. So all the topics that we're going to be talking about, you'll see that in the later videos. But for right now, we want to express to you guys that we're doing this because we want to help you and find whatever support that you may have around you. So right now I actually have Amirah on with Road to Recovery. So if there's something you want to say in terms of introducing yourself.
Hi, my name is Amirah. I'm from Road to Recovery. That is my practice that I'm doing in person and online. I've known Will for a while, and we have both decided that we want to contribute to society when it comes to mental health, especially in the current pandemic. So here we are. We are planning to talk about some of the services that are available and how we can access them.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, with all the, and just a little bit of background of myself as well. I'm a counselor as well. I've been helping people around for more than 1.5 years. Been through different clinics and meeting many people as well. That kind of encourages our passion to help more people and really get to know, why in that circumstances, or if there's any issues that we'd like to learn. And we're always learning, everybody's learning. And that's what really empowers us to help more people as well. So I guess with the services that you sort of provide, just give me a little bit of background, like what sort of cases you had, or what are sort of the issues that you sort of come across, or so just a bit of your background.
Okay. Well, I started off working with children with special needs.
Yeah.
And then I moved on and I did schools, primary, tertiary. I was working in the university as a student counselor. I've also done end-of-life care. And my most recent placement or job was as a torture and trauma counselor for refugees in Darwin. And right now I'm currently in Brisbane and I'm doing my own practice. I see clients of all ages. And I'm also a researcher at UQ. And my special interests are around grief and trauma.
I mean, I guess with my background, so I've done a lot of private practice before, but also, I went to a few clinics as well that helps with depression, anxiety, and also sort of volunteering with youth work a little bit as well. Helping children out a little bit, seeing why kids are the way they are, and that they need some kind of support as well. So a lot of times, I think I've been working for about 3-4 months, just doing work placements with youth centres as well, just to get to know the kids and to let them know that they are not alone. So I guess we want to express that the current topic is really about services. So, considering, yes, we are counsellors, but we also have spoken to a lot of other counsellors that have having the same sort of pattern where people are hesitant to reach to the services that they have.
Well, I mean, here in Australia, the most common thing that you come across are the hotlines that are usually, advertised and promoted: Beyond Blue, Lifeline, Men's Line, and things like that. And often, from my experience, from clients, when I was working, and as well as from as a patient, and with my colleagues, like physicians and stuff, they well, I get the understanding or sense that most people seek mental health support through GPs, through the mental health care plan, where I believe you get 10 sessions a year if your GP refers you to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. That's my understanding of how people go around. If you're in a university or in a school, you go to the school counselor or the university counselor. Aside from that, generally you've got the hotlines, and that's my understanding of the public's understanding of how to access counseling and mental health support. But I'm informed by I guess by my colleagues and my friends overseas in the UK and in Canada and in the US. What they do is that people individually seek out for therapists and counselors themselves, and they do that by going to the psychologist associations or the counselor associations, and where they'll have a list of all the registered counselors or psychologists, and according to the postcodes with a brief like spiel, and that's how they select help.
Yeah, it's exactly right. I mean, there's a lot of support links, and I will put that in the description down below as well, with all the links that you can sort of research about. And we do understand it is a very big step for a lot of people to even think about going online and going through those links and try and research if if the person is right for you to support you. It's overwhelming. I know from my experience, like if I trying to search for a counselor before I studied, it was a little bit overwhelming because I didn't have any guidance of where to go, or yes, you can search for a postcode, but you're hesitant to see whether that is the right clinic for you or whatnot. So I guess what my understanding is that if you start going through different counselors and talk to different counselors, not every the counselor that you may find for the first time might not be the right one for you. So it's actually a really good step to at least search for one, at least, and keep trying to search for the one that supports you the most. And I think that's a very good step for now. So with all the links that's down below, these are the links that you can sort of go on the website and have a bit of a research as well. I'll see if I can find some other links that could support locally as well. I guess a question for you, I guess if before you studied everything, like, did you ever go to a counselor before, and what was your experience?
Let me think. I grew up in countries that where mental health is often stigmatized. So it was not a normal thing. My first experience was in school. And even then, they were not called counselors, they were called welfare officers. And
Interesting.
yeah, and when I was doing my placement, and this is in Asia, we were not allowed to call ourselves counselors for like the aged care and end of life care. We were only there as befrienders. So there are quite a few barriers there. And back then as well, with the hotlines that we had that I was given, they couldn't do much, and a lot of them were social workers, so they just listened, which they were good at, but that was it. There's not much intervention happening. Later on in life, I guess I've had some experiences where I felt that some of the counselors I engaged with, that was not really a very good click. Sometimes it felt like solutions were being like forced upon me quite quickly. And sometimes it felt like there was too much background information that was needed that wasn't going to help me. And sometimes it was a bit of a personality clash. So I've had really good therapists as well. And I've been really fortunate in that way. So, but at the same time, I feel that you need a little bit of a trial and error. Everyone's a bit different. I mean, it's like going to see a doctor, like some doctors you click with, they get you and you have good relationship with, and some you just don't feel it. Well, what about you, Will?
So with me, I mean, I guess my experience is I have been to, I'm guessing, well, Australians, especially kids, would have been to a counsellor, or at least once before, or at least thought about it. I know myself that I've been to a high school counsellor, but I've never, like Amirah said, never really clicked with one. They've never really been on the same page as me, and I was always reluctant to, show my feelings and show my thoughts and stuff like that. So it is a very tough thing, just because in the end of the day, you are speaking out these thoughts and all these personal issues to a stranger, and totally get that, but that's, it really sort of depends which one you want to choose. And it's nothing wrong with, if you go to a counsellor and he or she is not right for you, there's nothing wrong of going and searching for another counsellor. It's just based on preference. If you don't click with them, then there's no point going forward, doing another session with them. If you know what I mean, it's not going to make you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, you're not going to show and express all these feelings 100%. So, and that's not going to be any progress at all. So it did take me some time. I'm a complex person. I was a stubborn, I was a stubborn kid back then. So I was trying to, the first counselor I wasn't feeling right, and then I kept going to that counselor thinking that he's doing his job, but it obviously it's like, what the heck am I doing? It's just so. And then I sort of realized that I was like, oh, I can actually get to another counselor. Oh, there's more of you guys. It's just stuff like that. So that's what I mean. Like, there's nothing wrong of searching for another counselor. Don't do something like me where I kept on going to the same person and thinking, oh my god. So, so yeah. So
it's like having a teacher.
Yeah,
like you have like that math teacher that just doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, there's more of you math teachers out there. It's just like, yeah. So don't ever think that the local counsellor that's around you are the only ones around you. There are others. Yes, you can contact Amirah as well. We'll definitely link the emails down below, and my email as well. And considering with I guess moving to the whole isolation situation as well. I mean, yes, unfortunately, it doesn't really help if we can't do one-on-one counseling, but it doesn't end there. There's always support with phone calling or video chatting like we're doing right now. And that's why we're doing these videos for you, because we want to express that, you guys are not alone. We are always going to be around, and it's not just us, but there's also other counselors that are available to you as well. There's a lot more variety in terms of counseling that is out there, more than just going to the GP and getting a referral. You can still do that. I just think it's just one less step to just go online, or even just to call us, even and just get to know us. It's no there's no harm in that, because we're focused on supporting as many people as we can, or at least getting the right support for you as well.
Actually, I'm really glad you brought that up because I wanted to flag that with going through the GP, if I'm not mistaken, I think you get a bit of a rebate because they'll refer you to a psychologist, right? And I'm not sure how it works. I think you can switch if you're not happy. But going through a GP, and obviously your GP would know you pretty well.
Yeah.
And if you feel comfortable, you should definitely do that. But it takes out that the GP becomes that middleman, and the time and all that. Whereas if you want to, if you feel that you might need to talk to somebody or something that's not really sitting right within you, and you just want to have a bit of a look. And obviously money is always a concern because you pay per session, right? I am quite sure, actually, I'd say I'm 95% sure most counselors and psychologists that you call straight up, that you look for on your own, they are open to having a conversation with you first. I know I provide a 20-minute first consult for free, and where we just get to know each other and then you express your concerns. And I'm pretty sure a lot of counselors, if not all, do the same thing. So I think this is a really good opportunity for people to kind of suss out a good match for themselves. And you don't have to commit until you feel that you're ready and that is the person that you feel that can help you best for the time that you need it. So don't be too concerned that I'm gonna call and then I'm gonna have to make an appointment and I'm gonna have to pay straight up. Like you will get the opportunity to get to know the person, and if you decide not to, it's all up to you.
Okay.
So do a bit of shopping in that sense.
Okay, that's a really really good point. And with and yeah, we do understand that considering this sort of situation, financially it's a bit scarce at the moment. Money is not money is the problem right now. So, with referrals and stuff like that, I mean, yeah, do your shopping. Have a look and see who's the right person to speak to. You could still call us, go through online and stuff like that to see who is best fit for you. Go to your GP and then talk about the situation and that you want to speak to a person that you really want to, and then go from there as well.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So this is just all the time we got. This is just something that to throw down at you guys, just about who we are and what we want to achieve and what we want to do. And this is just a topic about services that involving all the support that you need. Then that is available out there for you. So, but yeah, tune into the next video. Anyway, we'll be talking about a little bit about another topic, which will be listed very soon. So thank you, Amirah, for your time. She'll be joining us a lot with the other future videos anyway, and we'll link all those stuff below. And yeah, just comment and then comment a few, any ideas, any questions you may have for us as well. We're more than happy to answer them. And just subscribe to us as well, just to see our latest videos. They'll be coming out very soon. See you then.